Hey! Hang on a second. Hey, my name is Broni. I'm a musician from Melbourne, Australia, and I was lucky enough to be asked by my friends at optimising.com.au on how I use social media. You can find me at www.bronimusic.com and all over the place, really. Type me in Google, and then don't go to the little commune in Italy, because I think they're ranked at #1, but you know, just go below that. Or you can go there if you're a fan of tourism. I started out as bass. Well, I was in a couple of bands in high school, as everybody who ends up doing music was. But I started out mainly on bass in a band full of guys in their mid-20s when I was 16. So that was kind of a rude awakening as to how much work goes into it and how much was expected of me. So that I learned, that was like early, it was maybe 99 that I started following them and then joined their band in 2000, so that was way before social media and stuff, and we were doing ads in local street press and getting local newspapers to follow us, and flyers around town, stickers on light posts, all the crazy stuff like that. No, I've still got one, but I've just got a banner at the top of it that says basically, if you've come here for up to the minute information, you should go to these places, because Myspace is basically, as in my opinion, how I see it, it's basically full of other musicians who are just going to musicians' walls and putting their posters on there, and I mean, it started getting crazy, like a singer-songwriter put his whole album on my comment section, and it would just start playing when you went to my screen. Oh. And so I disabled comments, I disabled a whole bunch of stuff, and basically it's just there if that's people's, you know, main source of music information, then they're still going to see me there, but I have never log in or anything. To me it's just a little wasteland of music. If I had all the time in the world, I would use YouTube a whole lot, because that's the most fun by far. But that requires a lot of time editing and stuff. Sometimes I just throw up a straightforward webcam video that I did of just me playing a song, but I try to not have a channel full of just that, and I try to make some, you know, proper videos here and there, but that's obviously really time consuming. That's easily the most fun one, and the comments that I get on there and the people that I see sharing the video is awesome. And so that would be more fun than Facebook and Twitter, but Facebook and Twitter is like at the minute sort of fun. Like I could be out to lunch and think of something funny and write, hey, my schnitzel sandwich is delicious this week, you know, like, and people know that I have a schnitzel sandwich every Saturday by now, every Saturday I should say. In terms of return on investment, it's, again, I think YouTube is the big one, because they're actually seeing who I actually am, rather than just what I'm saying, and rather than just having my music playing, it's like, if it's me playing it to them, it seems more personal, and then I've had so many clicks from YouTube to my website, and then, you know, those clicks eventually turn into free downloads or paid downloads, and it's, yeah, I definitely think that's my most worthwhile. Yeah, heaps. Well, yeah, again, it's not always sales, a lot of it's just downloads, but, and that's fine by me, but yeah, absolutely, like people sharing my film clip especially, and retweets especially, like people following me just from a few people retweeting what I've said or retweeting my links and stuff like that, and then coming to me and saying, just listen to one track and it's really good, I'm going to buy the album, and yeah, I've sold more from just saying what I'm thinking at the minute on the internet than I have going to a show and playing for 45 minutes so far, you know, so there's definitely heaps of worth in just connecting with fans rather than just saying I'm playing at this place now, or in a week's time and trying to get people there. It's more about like connecting with people right now and saying this is what I got for you sort of thing, rather than making them wait to come and see you. It's crazy the scope of the internet has made playing, you know, I sold out my CD launch, but these days that's nothing, you know. I've got fans in, a fan who wanted to pay to bring me over to Brazil to play for her birthday, and I've got fans in Holland who have shown me to other musicians who are touring through there, and that is so much larger than, you know, filling a room with 200 people. So I think finding new fans via the internet is A, easier, and B, more lucrative and more fulfilling than having to promote like hell to get one extra person that hasn't seen you before come to a show. I don't really follow a whole lot of musicians. Mark Hoppus is probably my favourite. I mean, I follow a bunch, but all they say is that they're playing somewhere, and that kind of bores me. But Mark Hoppus is funny because, you know, he also hosts a TV show, so he talks candidly about some of his guests and stuff like that, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, other than that, like, I follow mainly comedians and stuff because they're at least being relevant to the moment and stuff like that. I use Reverbnation and Last.fm, and Reverbnation's awesome because you can it's basically a website. It's got everything an artist needs to promote. Like, it's got shows, it's got CDs, it's links to your merch. There's a social aspect to it, but it's very underused. And Last.fm is you can have like an artist profile, and based on what you listen to in your own iTunes sort of thing on your computer, it'll take that information and link you to other artists that you're obviously influenced by. And it's a thing called scrobbling, and people can see what I've been listening to just through my iTunes and stuff, and that's just another way to make your network of people associated to what your music is about sort of apparent to the viewer or listener. So they're probably the two that I am starting to focus on a little bit more than I used to. I use a company from America called Bandsoogle, and basically the reason I use it, the reason I chose it over the myriad of other options there are out there is it's pretty affordable, because A, they know that they're working with musicians who don't earn much, and B, they've just like they've really tailored it to a musician. Like, they've got online stores available, and they connect that through Amazon, so you know that's not going to go down any moment. And they can let you have forums, and they know that the social network is a big part, so they have automated sort of widgets and stuff that help you connect with your social networking sites. And for someone like me who doesn't know anything about web design, it's really handy, rather than paying someone thousands of dollars to chuck up a website for me. And then also it's very easy for me to go in there and edit it, rather than, like, I've had websites in the past where it'll say what I wrote on the front page like 2 years ago, because that's when I set it up, and I don't actually know how to edit it without getting my friend who's doing it as a favour for me to update it, and he gets to it in 6 months' time. So yeah, it's really handy, and it's built with artists in mind, who obviously, you know, don't have all the time in the world to learn how to make a website. Well, I've got this little sucker here for free from my website, bronimusic.com. Make sure you wrap your ears around that. And I'm playing all over the place, but that's the most important thing. Just become involved with that. Thanks.